Hey guys, welcome back to another Nick Memes video. I'm a Solana Memecoin Division trader, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can start trading those 100x potential Solana meme coins and how can you actually find those Solana meme coins on BullX and my personal strategy. Of course, I'm going to cover all the basics because it is a tutorial, but for this you'll need BullX. You need access to this platform, which is actually private and invite only. Hence, you'll need the link from my description or in the pinned comment. I'll also leave it there. And then you'll get the link and you'll have this right here. You'll need a Telegram account and you'll click Start Bot. And then you'll have access to BullX. But now let me show you all the functions to go over the basics really quickly. And then I will show you how you can actually find those meme coins. The first thing you want to do is you have a bunch of options which chain you want to actually trade on. And in my case, I'm just doing Solana, so I'm only wanting to look at those Solana meme coins right here. And I'm going to this section New Pairs, where we can actually see newly created meme coins, whether on Pump.fun, which is a platform where everyone can create a coin for free, or in this video's case, I'm actually going to hide Pump.fun coins, which are the majority, and we're going to be looking at the ones which were created outside of Pump.fun. We have all of those filters right here, but the only filter I'll put in this video is actually going to be market cap, because you'll see a bunch of coins at various market caps with different liquidity, but all we really want to look at is coins above at least $10K in market cap. Otherwise, we're just going to be looking at pure trash. So yeah, let's put 10K minimum market cap. The other things do not matter that much. So transactions, buys and sells really doesn't matter. Liquidity, you can put something like a few thousand at least, maybe 5 to 10K, but not really that necessary. You can put volume. I usually use volume at least 5,000. That also depends on your strategy, whether you're looking at low volume coins, high volume coins, low market cap, high market cap. So in this video, that's going to be the setting, just 5K dollars in volume. That's the bare minimum that I want to see. And those are all the new coins. And the first thing that I'm going to do is actually identify some sort of a pattern within the names of those coins. So I can actually perhaps trade the narrative. What are people creating meme coins about at this moment? This is very important to know before you start trading. So let's take a look what can we see here. And usually it's the animals, or for example AI is absolutely the trend at the moment. Or Peanut, for example, this is a coin with a good name. Peanut, the coin went to 2 billion recently on CoinMarketCap. So what I like about BullX, you can also see everything right here. So the socials, the X, the website. So that might be something you want to look for. Actually, it's not really necessary, so you can still trade coins without that. But ideally, if the coin does have the socials, that's obviously a very big bonus. So another thing I want to take a look at is this audit report section. So ideally you want to see the green. So you don't want to see the red here. It's very important that the mint authority is disabled. It's very important that the freeze authority is disabled, because otherwise you simply cannot even sell the token. Liquidity pool has to be burned. It shows green if it's more than 50% burned, but it's actually important that it's entirely burned. Actually 90% at least, I would say, is the ideal, but you'll need a different tool for this, which is soscan.io, but this for a separate video. So top 10 holders, that's also very important. Green check if top 10 holders hold less than 15%. So I actually wouldn't mind trading a coin with top 10 holders holding more than this. My limit usually is 25 to 30%. If the top 10 holders hold more than this, then it's an issue, but I think 15 is still acceptable. More than this. So it's completely fine if this audit report here is actually in the red. So let me now open one coin. For example, this one, it's actually an anime. And now what you want to look at first of all, obviously, is the chart. So we have a caution report here. As you can see here, top 10 holders are holding more than 35%. And this is an issue. I wouldn't trade this particular coin simply because of this, because what is going to happen is exactly this scenario. One of the top 10 holders sold quite a big bag and it caused a big price fluctuation, as you can see here. So ideally you want to avoid all of this, but this coin looks completely fine besides this top 10 holders issue. So now it's 30%, it's more acceptable, but let's look at the rest of the coin really. The first thing you want to look at is the chart. How is the pattern looking like? And this coin is looking kind of pump and dumpish. So it doesn't really have a consistent trend here. It's really just people buying and selling, so essentially jittering. So I wouldn't trade this coin because of the chart, but you can see that the developer is still holding. This is the sign for the developer bot. DB means developer bot, as you can see here, totaling $650 USD. And if the developer was to sell, you'll also be able to see it right on the chart. So another thing here is the orders. It's basically the trades, the transactions that people are making. This is another section for it. You can see for how much people have bought the coin and really everything about their transaction, even their wallets actually. And of course, holders is another very important side I'm looking at. And the more holders, the better, because that way the coin has less fluctuations on the chart. So if there are less holders, if one of the top holders sells, it's a really big issue. The price can completely become nuked on the chart. And you can see how much everyone owns here. So the first holder owns 21%, 17k worth. So it's an issue. No one can own that much. They can, but they shouldn't. And the second guy owns 7%, then 5. So this is a reason to not trade this coin, this particular coin. Now you can also see how much money have the traders made. For example, one guy made 4.3k from 800. Someone made 5k from 1.87k. So people are making great money with those meme coins. Since I opened the coin, after it had dumped, it's already up 2x right now, as you can see here. And the pattern that you want to look at is higher lows, which is sometimes hard to identify when it comes to smaller market cap coins, but with time you'll learn to see those patterns. But it works best with bigger market cap meme coins. You can also see your positions if you have bought the coin and history of transactions. For example, if we trade the coin multiple times, you have multiple buys and sells, it will all be recorded and you will be able to view it right here. You can obviously use all the tools, for example Fibonacci retracement. You don't really need it though when it comes to smaller coins. You can use it, it's a good tool that is available. There are also indicators if you want to use them. I don't know, EMA, everything really is here. RSI, for example, really any indicator that you want is basically a trading view chart. Then you want to also look at the 5-minute volume. It's very important that the volume is of course there, and those small candles below on the chart are actually volume as well. And of course, if the volume is going up, that's great. If the volume is going down, that's really troublesome for the coin in most cases. And you also want to look at what is the 5-minute buying volume and selling volume. So it's not really magic, but it's telling you about the short-term trend of the chart. So it's definitely very, very helpful. And of course, 1 hour volume, 6 hour volume, 24 hours volume, that's simply too much to look at for a coin which has been live for just 10 minutes. So stick to 5-minute volume unless the coin has been live for like half a day, or maybe weeks. In that case, you can go to those higher options right here. So this is another place for the order. It's pretty much the same as this thing right here. And of course, my position, if you have invested something, you will see it here. You can also buy right from here directly. You can just enter any amount, for example, 0.1, and you just click add funds if you need to add funds to your wallet. But if you do have funds on your wallet in this account, then you should be able to execute the transaction without any issue. You can also set limit orders, meaning that you can actually wait till the coin either goes up or down, and then you can execute your transaction automatically. So it's not you manually waiting for a price to go to a certain point and then buying or selling, but you can actually automate the process of that. Of course, gas fees. This is to your preference, so buying and selling whatever you want. But if you want the transaction to go through faster, you should definitely up the priority fee. And this is good if you're sniping a token, a meme coin with very high volume, with very many traders. You might want to get in at the right time. So if you want to, you can put this at a higher fee. You can also lower it if you want to. The slippage also depends on your strategy, but basically if you execute an order, if you place an order and if the price goes up or down more than 30% in this slippage's case, then my transaction actually won't go through. So let's say that I put it to 10. That means that if I place a transaction and by that time, if a coin goes up or down 10%, or more, the transaction will actually fail. And Mev, I will just have it off usually, because if it's enabled, it can it does slow transaction down in most cases. So let me actually show you another thing which usually comes in handy is this bubble maps, which is a tool which you can use for seeing if there are any links, if people have been shuffling, those tokens, a particular coin between their wallets. So it's usually the developer or the insiders try to be sneaky. So this coin looks completely fine. There is no links. However, if there are links, it's definitely a very, very bad sign. So just keep that in mind. So let's now move forward. There also is this explore section, as you can see here, which is basically just the top coins, the coins which are currently trending, and it's ever so changing. And sometimes those coins are fresh, sometimes they can be older. You of course have all the data here, the holders, liquidities, the volume, market cap, really anything that you need. And you can also have a watch list. You can also put coins that you want to look at, long term. If you want to look at them later, you can just put them into a watch list, of course. There is also this portfolio section where you can see all the information about your positions, about your trades, about your wallets. But this will be empty unless you have trades done on this particular wallet, on this particular account. You can also go to Wallet Manager and do a bunch of different things here. This you don't really need that much. However, you might want to add funds to your account, for example, and you'll want to scan this QR code. And if you have Solana on Phantom, for example, you can just directly send it to this BullX account that you have, or by copying this link. Of course, how you can get Solana, one way is to obviously just buy straight from MoonPay on your Phantom wallet, but another way would be to get a proper account on Binance, for example, or on Coinbase, and then just buy this Solana and deposit it right here. Of course, you can withdraw your funds absolutely at any time. And there is also this section for Binance Academy, and there is a tutorial how you can actually get started, how you can add funds, and how can you make your first trade. So very simple to use. There also is this Pump.fun sector, but I will leave this for another video. I want to make a separate video about this. Now, when it comes to finding a winning meme coin, what I want to do is just go through all of those right here until you can actually find a good coin with good audit results, with good volume, with good socials, with good everything really. You want the full package if possible. You just keep clicking on the coins. Of course, chart matters as well. And usually you can see it right away. Like, for example, I just opened the coin and it looks weird. There was no volume at all in the first, I don't know, 15 minutes. And then it had a big pump and a very quick dump. And now it's recovering. But I don't want anything to do with this coin because just look at the chart. It doesn't really look great whatsoever. So let's keep moving forward. For example, this coin right here. But take a look at this chart. Looks completely sketchy, non-legitimate, and of course the audit result is non-positive. So let's keep moving forward until we can actually find a coin which is possible to have a good trade on. This coin, as you can see here, the developer has bought and now he has sold. So you can actually see now when the developer sells as well. And this chart doesn't really look that appealing to me whatsoever. However, this audit report looks good. So technically this coin would be tradable, but volume in the last 5 minutes has gone down by 35%. And if the volume goes down, it's not really a good sign at all. So let's keep looking. So all you really gotta do is just keep looking at those coins. Keep changing your filters if you run out of coins, or if you can't find anything interesting, just change your strategy. Just up your filters from 5k, from 10k to 20k, 50k, depending on the side of the coins that you want to trade. For example, let's put the volume to at least 50k and the market cap to at least, let's say 1 million actually, and just see what we're going to find. There are a bunch of scams, so be aware of this. But just keep opening the coins. For example, this one, Lil Cena. Let's take a look at what we have right here. The developer has been buying and selling his own coin. The chart looks great though, as you can see here. It's been moving in those higher lows and it's more or less stable, so it doesn't have any of those big price pumps and drops, as you can see right here. So this chart looks healthy, this coin looks tradable. Top 10 holders below 20. It says it's an issue, but this is acceptable for me. And as you can see here, what do we have? We have the volume of 100k in the last 5 minutes. The volume has been going up in the last 5 minutes and in the last hour. The coin actually bottomed just 30 minutes ago. And if you bought in at the low, which is obviously very hard to time, but you could have made 6x with this coin in just 30 minutes. And guess what? There are so many of opportunities of such. You just got to screen all the signs to make sure that the coin is first of all legitimate, that it does have lots of holders, and ideally you want to use some technical analysis, which I'm going to cover in some other videos. So stay tuned, keep watching the content, like and subscribe, and come back for more. And if you want to get BullX access, make sure to use the link in the description or in the pinned comment in this video.